Okay, it doesn't go online, but so bless everyone online. We're having technical difficulties. See, the devil wasn't happy about that prayer meeting. Anyway, we got a spare mic, devil, so you're not going to win. So today I just want to share from Mark chapter 4, verse 35, and this is where Jesus stills the storm. Oh, this is anointed, this mic. You've been singing it. Sorry, I can feel good vibes. Mark 4:35. On that same day, when evening had come, he said to them, that's Jesus, said to them, let's go to the other side, to the Sea of Galilee. So leaving the crowd, they took him with them, just as he was in the boat, and there were other boats with him. And a fierce windstorm began to blow, and waves were breaking over the boat, and it was already being swamped or sunk. But Jesus was in the stern of the ship, which is the back of the ship, asleep with his head on a sailor's leather cushion. And they woke him and said to him, "Teacher, do you not care that we're about to die?" And he got up, Jesus got up, and he sternly rebuked the wind and said to the sea, "Hush, be muzzled." And the wind died down, and as if it had grown weary. So it went, okay.
Peace, be still.
And there was at once a great calm and perfect peacefulness. How would you like to have that in your life today? A great calm and perfect peacefulness. Jesus said to them, "Why are you afraid? Do you still have no faith and confidence in me?" So this morning I just wanted to share about Jesus calming the storm. And so the synopsis of the story is Jesus was resting, because when you're ministering to people, it can drain you. And it's like years ago, well, I still minister now, but years ago when I did deliverance or inner healing or whatever, you get home after hours of praying for someone and it's you're tired to the bone. It's a spiritual tiredness, and that's what I felt like Jesus was in the boat. He was just resting, And this was no ordinary storm, in my opinion. I think this was like a demonic attack, because these guys were all fishermen, and Peter and all them had fished in the Sea of Galilee all their lives, and they were freaking out about the storm. So maybe it was, just no ordinary storm. Maybe Esther could check me on this. I think there's a word for that storm. Is it Euroclydon, or is that another scripture? But don't quote me on that. Okay. So I won't say everyone say Euroclydon, because it might not be right. But Esther will teach us Tuesday night. So it wasn't any ordinary storm, but when they were in the storm, the disciples, what they do? They called on Jesus. And so I have a quick little story about, for those of you who know, I actually work here for Livestream the last few years doing the media and the stuff you see up on the screen. And I think I was about a couple of weeks into my job working for Livestream, and Pastor Pete, I think, and Del were away somewhere on a Sunday when we were at our other facility. And of course, we're going online, and Pastor Pete was one of the only ones who knew everything. And there were people, and people were calling Pastor Pete saying, "Oh, Pastor Pete, yeah, we got to get how do you get this switcher to it or something?" And I don't think I said it out loud. I was thinking to myself, "What's the matter with you? You're bothering the pastor. He's on holiday. Stop calling Pastor Pete, Anyway, and then the next working day after Sunday, I went into the office, and it's my job to sort of get this whole service we record onto another computer, and then I just edit it and sort of polish it up a bit. And so, no Pastor Pete in the office, first time my own. And I said to Pastor Pete, "Oh, am I going to be in charge?" He said, "You'll be in charge of yourself." Yes. Anyway, so but I was in charge. I was the new boy, but I was the only one in the office. I was in charge, and I did copy from the thing, paste onto the computer, and it takes about 15 minutes or whatever. Sorry, I hope this isn't too boring, too techie talk. And then, so it takes about 15 minutes, and as it's loading the whole service, it's a pretty big file. I thought, I know what I can do. I can just delete some files you remember this, Pastor Pete? I can just delete some files while I'm waiting. And so I went out and thought, we don't need that file. And it said, are you sure you want to permanently delete this file? This can never be undone, ever. Are you sure you want to proceed? I said, sure. I went, and it was sort of like that movie Zoolander. Where'd all the files go, you know? And then, so I had to call on Pastor Pete. And I said, Pastor Pete, I think I lost the whole entire service. And he's like, but did you cut and paste or copy? I said, no, I think I copy and paste. Pastor Pete said, look, I think I'm going to have to come down. And so Pastor Pete came in the office, sat in my chair, and the first thing he said was, look, I'm not mad, okay? And somehow he fixed it. So, yeah. So just remember, when you're going through, whatever you're going through, Jesus is in your boat. And all you need to do is call on him. And so don't worry and have faith in Jesus. There was something else I was going to say there. Yeah, I think I've said enough. And so just don't worry, have faith in Jesus is the moral to the story today. And he died, he was the one who died so we could have authority over the devil and the problems and storms in life, okay? So just remember, the disciples called on Jesus, he's in our boat, and if you have a problem, just call on Jesus and he's going to be with you. So just remember that now, what he did for us on the cross as you take those, and just whatever storms you're going through, just let the peace of God just rest in your heart today.